In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good night, everyone, and get ready because it's time for the late chip at the video store.
Good morning.
Hey.
I was sending the link to Mom. It's been a while. And she wasn't able to make last week, so I'm like, I don't even think I told her that I have show tomorrow. So yes, now I am face up towards the camera, which is good. Mike, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good evening. Hi,
Yeah.
hello, hey. If you are in our comments already, give us a hi. It's always really nice to know who we've got here on a Friday night, my Saturday morning. Mike, it is so cold. It was an effort to throw off all the blankets this morning and get up out of bed and sit here, but I'm wearing like 2 jumpers at my meeting. Like, it's cold today. But that's very much, hi, Ma. That's very much what drew me in particular to the topic this week. What is your comfort TV show or movie? Because it is cold and I'm ready to snuggle up and just watch something good. Usually my go-to, sometimes it depends how I want to read this question, as is every question that I pose.
Yeah.
But definitely one way I've thought about it is like, if I'm sick, if I've got a cold and flu, which I can just tell is going to come sometime in the next couple months or so, like I'm going to catch it. What am I going to put on? And for me, like, it's Mary Poppins. Like, that is the one where having the DVD, like, I could just press play, watch it, fall asleep, wake up again, and it's like the screen and just go again. And it is low stakes, beautiful colors, great songs. Makes me feel like Mary Poppins is even like taking care of me the way she takes care of the children. So that is definitely one of my ones. Mike, if you don't mind chucking that link in the chat, but we've already got someone backstage.
Oh yeah, I already have the link up too. Damn, I'm already forward with it.
Oh goodness, I'm really, see, the cold weather's making me slow.
But yes, we do have somebody, but he's not on location today.
Yo!
We got Mason!
Yeah, not on location right now because I'm about to go see a movie. Got home from work like an hour ago, and I work at a school, and this was our last day. So I've just been laying in my bed, just taking it all in that I got a 2-week break.
Oh, fantastic. You're on vacation now. How nice is that last day when you just like moonwalk out of school, basically?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Mason, what is your comfort movie or TV show?
Yeah, I am going to be going with a movie, and I am actually going to be taking my second favorite movie of all time. Kelly, I think you said it best. When I'm looking for a comfort movie, I'm looking for something kind of low stakes, really good vibes, nice colors, and there's no better movie for me than my favorite animated movie of all time, Kiki's Delivery Service. Very close to a perfect movie for me. Just the vibes of this movie I think is so incredible. Like I think just the really quiet nature of it, where yes, as much as you care for the character of Kiki and you really want her to succeed, at the end of the day the stakes are fairly low. But at the same time, you just love watching her just go through her life and try to like help people. And just like when she sets up her delivery service in this bakery, helping out different people, and just watching how she how like nothing really like comes easy to her. And I think that's what makes her such like a relatable character. And that's kind of why I love watching this movie so much. Like, for me, this is the perfect movie about the fears of facing adulthood. And it's the reason why it's one of my most rewatched movies. It, like, whenever I'm feeling down or whenever I hit like a rough patch in life, I'm always like, I want to watch Kiki's Delivery Service because it always makes me feel good. And it's just one of those movies that just brings me like indeterminate amounts of joy. Like, I love this movie with all my heart.
It's absolutely the definition of a cozy movie.
Yes.
This is one of the movies that when I started watching Ghibli, I'm like, oh wow, we can really mess around with story structure. There's no like strong beginning, middle, end, and there's like no romantic interest. There's nothing. That's just following this girl and her day-to-day journey and what that is like and how that makes her grow and develop. Because yes, you're right. Like she still faces hardships and she faces failures, but nothing's ever high tension and high stakes and things like that. So yeah, and the score, Town with an Ocean View, the bakery, the warmth of all that. So I love this choice. I highly agree with this choice. Mike, you've seen Kiki's Delivery Service. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I absolutely love the movie, and I think this is a perfect movie for this type of question because it is just a following a slice of life type movie. Very relaxed aspect and very fun, very dramatic at times, but overall, good shit.
Thank you.
And I mean, you get that Phil Hartman, Gigi, like
that Phil Hartman
humor as well.
Phil Hartman, Kirsten Dunst, like Kiki is my favorite movie character of all time, and I think that really, really helps the comforting nature of it.
Oh, absolutely. Payson, thank you for coming on and giving us your answers this morning, Bill.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you so much, Mike. Have a great night.
Oh, that's one that warms my heart straight away. That is a great option. Like I want a big bowl of soup and watch Kiki's Delivery Service. Absolutely. Payson pushing that movie to the community is amazing. I live for that. We've got Jake, Buzz in our comments. If you are hanging out with us, make sure you click our link and come on and tell us what is your comfort movie TV show. Mike, what's one of your ones?
One of my big ones is a movie that I grew up watching at a very young age, like usual, as I do, and it's something that also connects me to one of my favorite places, which is Universal, because on the actual tour of Universal, on the VIP tour, I got to walk around the neighborhood of it, which was amazing, at the Burbs, which I got a bunch of other copies lying around here somewhere. But yeah, I absolutely love the movie. The tone is perfect. Tom Hanks is incredible, and it's just a movie that I look at. The reason why it's comforting is at least I'm not him on the shittiest vacation week of his life, where he's dealing with all kinds of bullshit where he can't sleep and he thinks his neighbors are killers and his other neighbors are complete psychopaths that get him involved in the dumbest shit possible. Yeah, I absolutely love it.
I love it. I'm picking things that is like feels like being wrapped in a warm blanket of coziness, and you're like, at least I'm not fucking that. Like, that's one way to approach it. Mike, who have we got?
We got the man from down under. We got Jake.
Jakey boy.
I'm here. I start a little bit later than I usually do in the morning, so I'm ready for work, but I thought I'd quickly stop by and because I've never been here in a while. I've been too busy working, but I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Thanks for jumping on, hon. What's your favorite comfort movie or TV show?
It's really tough because I have a few comfort movies that I always go to. I'll this isn't my pick, but Palm Springs is one from a few years ago that I absolutely have just adored. Mike and I got to see it on Cole last year, which was really fun. We also watched another movie, which is my pick, and I had a really good time watching it with Mike. It's surprisingly become one of my favorite movies. It is Booksmart. Olivia Wilde 2019. I don't know how this became a movie that I have adored, but it is just so comforting watching these two characters, Molly and Amy, sort of just go through the final days of high school to go to this party for both of them. And it's just really fun, the sequence of events that happen and how it plays out, like, your standard coming of age high school comedy. But there's just so many distinctive visual ideas that Olivia Wilde really is able to create throughout the film that I really, really love seeing. And it's just really comforting these characters because I just love these characters. And I think that's one thing I think a comfort movie is really good is when you just connect so much with the main character or characters in this case. And you just are just journeying with them throughout the movie and you just want them to succeed. You want to be with them. You just want to have a good time. And I just really see that with Molly and Amy and just the whole situation, even though they have like this whole argument. Oh, It just got crazy here.
Movie
No, no,
I don't know
file.
what the hell just happened. Hang on, I'm changing that right now.
I think the Zara's
What's
playing
going
with it. But just seeing them how they, even with like the argument and all that sort of stuff, and still this company when they make up at the end, and just everything that plays out throughout the movie. It's just really nice to just be with these characters and this sequence of events that play throughout the film.
I agree. When you have friendships, like movie friendships, and you're like, oh, I want to be like that, or like, I wish I had friendships like that, or like, oh, those are really cool, great people. I think that does suck you in. And anything that's like in a short time period, like that takes place in one location or over a few small days or things like that, I think is also something that's really easy to revisit as well. Mike, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, it's a very fun movie. I really enjoyed watching it rewatching it with Jake when I did. I hadn't seen it since the theater, so rewatching it with him was amazing. And it's just a very sweet movie. I 100% compare it to Superbad, same type of movie, but just switched around a little bit with updated stuff, and it works. Everything works with it. It's a very sweet story with something to say.
Oh, amazing. Jake, thanks for popping in. Give us your answer, love. Have a good shift at work.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to go to work. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, Jake.
Magic. Mike, bring him in. Bring him in. What's he been
Panama
doing?
Man This is
I
Mario.
didn't do that. I wasn't even doing that. What?
Don't Bart Simpson me.
I ain't doing that. Happy Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
actually here.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, I'm free once every blue moon on Fridays, and today just happens to be one where I'm technically not free. But since my wife went out with her friends, I just gave the Switch to the kid, and I don't give a shit. Now he can do whatever he wants.
What's he playing?
I think it's Minecraft. He's still not over that.
Of course. Of course. Oh, Nazara, good to hear. Tell us.
I'm playing Link to the Past. I got a Switch, and I use the Super Nintendo emulator more than anything else. So that's what I'm playing.
Fair. At least it's sold. It's one of the best sellers. Tears of the Kingdom will just sit on that shelf for a little while longer, I guess.
Yeah. Cool.
Nazara, since you're here, tell us, what's your comfort movie or TV show?
Like for a second there, I was like, probably has to be the thing I have watched the most. But if we went that way in my life, it would definitely be Ghostbusters 2. But I don't think that really counts because I saw that 7 times in the theater when I was 8. So kind of skews the account a little bit. I did go to Letterboxd and check out, and for some damn reason, apparently I really, really love to watch Billy Madison. And
Hell yes!
And then I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, I love that freaking movie. It puts me in a good mood. I laugh my ass off like I have never seen it before. It's stupid as hell, and yet it's perfect. Veronica Vaughn, want to touch the hiney?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Bradley Whitford, man, like, who's better at being a jackass than that guy?
Oh,
He loses on ethics. He loses because he doesn't have ethics. It's fucking brilliant. Yeah, I actually watched Happy Gilmore a bunch too for some reason because I don't remember that movie. Mike knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billy Madison, man. Like, I mean, it was the first time he actually had, like, a budget. Yeah, exactly. It's the first time that Adam Sandler got a budget and they said just do whatever you want. And he's like, you know what I want to do? I want to fight a giant penguin. And it was fucking brilliant. I love that movie. It makes me smile every single time.
It's really funny you bring up Happy Gilmore as well for reasons, but Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are some of the two that, like, it would be like a Friday night or Saturday night, and it's like, I just want something stupid to laugh at. Let's throw on that. And you're right. Like, no matter how many times I see it, I still feel like I'm watching it for the first time. Like, every joke still hits like it's so fresh. Even when I'm saying the lines, it still somehow is making me laugh and feels so fresh. So I'm going to combo those two. I love those two choices.
1563. God, give me the answer. Yeah. Great.
Mike even threw it at me the other day when I was talking about, like, picture books at work, and he's like, the puppy who lost his way. And that took me out. Mike, what do you think about this one?
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
like
Nudie Magazine Day. Oh, I fucking love this movie. This movie's amazing. He called the shit poop. It's just dumb fucking shit, but I can't help but laugh every time. I
Oh,
love
sometimes
it.
I buy
Puppy
Alice.
was now a dog.
Yeah, you gotta find that fucking dog.
And the industry, Mike, was a revolution.
Oh,
I
so
still have that. I have the answer from the judge typed somewhere because it's so detailed that I never fully learn it. I'm gonna use that as a closing in fan zone someday. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'm gonna use that.
sometimes I buy Alice snack pack and he goes, snack pack, you're the coolest. Or if one of us is coming out, it's like, you can always just stay home with me and shave my armpits. Like, just some stupid lines like that. It's just
Sloppy
brilliant.
Joes. Here are some sloppy Joes. Like you like them extra sloppy. Lady, you're weird.
Okay, I think we've done nearly the whole script at this point. Sorry, thanks for coming on and giving us your answer.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Nazario.
Oh, that brings me comfort on my Saturday morning. That's amazing. Mike, who have we got?
We got Melissa.
We got Melissa.
Hello.
How you doing, Melissa?
I am exhausted, but I'm here. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us, love. What is your comfort movie TV show?
I feel like I have like too many movies to name, so I'm gonna go with a TV show. And it has to be Gilmore Girls. Sorry if I can speak.
That was going to be my choice as well. I just started watching it again last night. Please go.
I mean, the town of Stars Hollow is perpetually in fall, so it feels comfortable. And I love all the characters. And there's so many movie references and just like pop culture references in the show, and it just I can always throw it on, and it always makes me happy. And I have watched it way too many times in an unhealthy fashion. And yeah, I love how quick they talk and the snappy dialogue and the romance between Lorelai and Luke. I just love it feels very similar to the dynamic between me and my husband, to be honest. Luke is very much like my husband, and I'm just like always in his face all the time. I don't know if I'm quite to Lorelai's level, but I do love that dynamic between them. But yeah, definitely Gilmore Girls.
This is one at the end of the show I was going to bring up and be like, well, I have a TV show as well. It's Gilmore Girls, and I legit started watching it again the other night. And I'm the same. Like, I can pick it up either from the start or, oh, here we go. Because, and actually, it's my mum who got into it first. She got into it when it first started airing. And then we ended up buying the DVDs as we went along, and they are just in constant rotation. Like, I'm sure they are scratched to death wherever they are in the cupboard now. And now on streaming, it's the same. It's like I started from the beginning last night because I realized that before, like when I had surgery, I would start like season 3, and like that's my comfort season. That's where I want to go. But it is a show that you can just sort of pick up at whatever starting point you feel like and just go from there, which is great. Or it's one, if I fall asleep for a few episodes, I don't really need to rewind and go see back. I can just like keep moving forward. And I love that too. But you're right, Stars Hollow, or the characters there, that's a town that you just want to live in. The dynamic with the grandparents, and yeah, I've just started obviously from the start. So it's the children years, which is just peak. But yeah, Gilmore Girls is so warm and cozy. I love that you mentioned the film references, because when I started really watching films now, you know, I've got Lorelai in my head when she's talking about, she makes Chinatown references that I didn't get until I watched it. She makes Casablanca references that I didn't get until I watched it. So yeah, I'll bring a Dune. She makes one of those references one time. Like, yeah, it's a reference machine, and it's very much my type of humor as well. Mike, have you watched any Gilmore Girls?
Oh yeah, I've watched the full thing. And yeah, you both have said it best, so there's nothing really I can add to it. But yeah, I truly enjoyed it when I watched it, and I definitely need to give it another watch.
Yeah, Amy Sherman Palladino just knows how to write a script, and I loved Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as well. It's not quite confident in the same way Gilmore's is, but the sharp, witty dialogue is still there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Melissa, thank you so much for coming on and giving us your answer.
Thank you, Melissa.
That's better. Oh, that was amazing. I just want to bring up one or two comments because Malcolm brought up Gilmore Girls is great. Thank you very much. Agreed. And he said his comfort series is Once Upon a Time, and that's one my mum and I definitely have watched a lot as well, especially the first, I think, back 3 seasons. By the time I hit season 4 with Frozen and the Ice Queen, I sort of like peter off a little bit. Then there's some good episodes season 5, some good episodes season 6, and then I couldn't make it through season 7. But those first 3 seasons, I reckon I've rewatched a fair bit. Mum, I reckon even more so than me. But that is a good comfort show because there's all the different storybook characters and how they interact and all that. Oh, Ross, Naruto can be your comfort show because there's so many episodes to get through. So I get that you can just sort of pick an arc and where you want to go. Mike, who have we got backstage?
We got the man that would be Burr.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that guy backstage. Hey guys.
Hi, how you doing, honey?
I'm good, thanks. Can I be that person for this question and answer one movie and one TV?
Oh, I've been expecting people to do it the whole time, so please.
Oh, good. Okay. See, people, this is why you ask. This is why you ask. Okay, so I'm going to start with TV show because it's one that I'm sure not a lot of people have ever heard of. But Cameron Holtzme turned me on to this show called Game Changer. It is a show on a streaming service called Dropout. Basically, it's a game show where the game changes every episode. And the players are not told what they're playing. They have to learn what they're doing as they're playing it. It's so funny, but I think the most comforting part is the fact that everyone is just having such a good time with each other and just like trying to one-up each other. I have watched this series in its entirety like 3 times already. As for the movie, I'm going to go with Nancy Meyers' The Intern. It's that Robert De Niro, Anne Hathaway movie that came out a few years ago that the marketing just completely misunderstood the point of the movie. It is not a movie about Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro falling in love, guys. I promise you, it's not about that. That is not what the movie is. It's a movie about friendship. It's a movie about friendship between people of different generations, just like finding like that friendship soulmate kind of connection. And it's just super sweet. Robert De Niro is just utterly charming in this movie. And it just makes you feel happy and it makes you feel good. It is just such a delightful film.
Oh, that's lovely. Those are 2 really unexpected answers, which I love. I'll start with the TV show. Dropout's College Humor, isn't it? College Humor based.
It's run by the people who run College Humor, yes.
Yeah, so I loved that back in the day and loved a lot of those people that went on to have good careers out of that. So, Mike, I think we need to get on that. We need to get on Game Changer. That sounds amazing.
You can find
The Intern I've never seen.
You can find a few episodes for free on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But only a few.
Okay. The Intern I've never seen, and I think you absolutely hit the nail on the head, is that I saw that marketing and went, yeah, pass. But the way you describe it with a lot of heart and sincerity makes me want to go watch it. So you should have done the marketing for that film.
Honestly, almost anyone would have been better than whoever did the marketing for it originally.
Mike, I'm assuming you haven't seen Game Changers because I've just said that we've got to get on it. But have you seen Game Changers, The Intern?
Yeah, I saw The Intern. It's a very sweet movie. I think both of them do great. And the backstory of what's going on with her and her husband is they tell it very well, and Robert De Niro's part in that is extremely well, and they have a very funny part of them going to try to save her from something. Him and his little group of people was one of the funniest scenes of that movie. And there's no spoilers on that because you just got to watch it to believe it, of what they go through to get through that.
Brilliant. Well, Andrew, thank you for coming in and giving us both your answers today.
Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of the show.
Bye, Burr.
Thank you. If you haven't yet, click our link, jump on. We've had some great chat tonight as well. If you even have any extra ones, just throw them in the chat. I'm happy to bring them up and talk about them. Mike, did you message me before the show and say you had two?
I do have another one, and it's something that I have to bring up because it's just me. It's Army of Darkness. That movie, yeah.
I didn't know if you're going to say Jurassic Park or what. Like, if it's me, like, I really didn't know where that was going to go.
Oh no, like
please,
Jurassic Park, like it's just that's like Payson talking about his family. Like that's automatic, so I don't need to bring that up. But yeah, Army of Darkness. Once he gets to that line of "Yo, sheep bitch, let's go," I know what I'm in for, and I'm there for it every single time. Like he's gone through. It's another movie where he's gone through so much shit for 2 movies that he's finally had enough. And just goes, it's time for me to actually do something about this. And you have Bruce Campbell being Bruce Campbell throughout the entire thing, which is brilliant. He's just the most hilarious, funny leading man. It just works.
I watched it for the first time recently, as I said, but yeah, the line that gets me as well. Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. If only because Alan has been saying that to me for 7 years, and I did not know that that's what he was actually referencing. I thought he was being somewhat charming and creative, but no, he's just Bruce Campbell. Mike, who have we got?
We got Sean.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you going?
I'm doing really good. Yeah, I saw this topic and I've been kind of MIA or all over the place for the last little bit, but I really wanted to get in on this one. So we all know movies and TV shows can really kind of bring you out of a really bad place. And about 6 years ago, I had a really, really bad experience when I was out in Oregon, and it was really scary, and it kind of put my life in perspective in a lot of different ways. And after that, I had really, really bad anxiety, and it was a really, really scary negative thing. And I couldn't watch anything that I normally loved to watch. Like I couldn't watch action movies. I couldn't watch anything. And finally I was just like, you know what? There's the show. It seems harmless enough. I never wanted to watch it. And I guess I'll just check it out. Hi, Milo. Sorry, my cat is...
Cats encouraged.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, I'll give it a shot. My buddies like it. I'm probably going to hate this, but whatever. And so I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And it was like this safe comfort spot for me that I could just binge the hell out of. And it was right before season 5 came out. So I was like neck deep in the very, very best of it. And yeah, it was a show that I started watching because I'd had this horrible experience, and it became my favorite show. And it's one that I still I watch. And if I'm in a really, really bad mood, I turn on, and it just makes me feel better. Cause those guys almost it's going to sound bizarre and almost kind of pathetic in a way, but it's like that cast seems like family in a way, So yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I love this show because sometimes I have really similar experience if I'm having a really bad anxiety night and I can't sleep and it's like 2 a.m. and I wake up. Nine-Nine's one of my go-to ones that I'll chuck on because I think you're right. There's something really uplifting that they are so supportive of each other. No one's ever really outright nasty. The cast of characters is diverse and funny and different types of humor play. I'm a Ray Holt girl myself.
He's my favorite character.
Damn, gets me. What's sorry? Yeah, so...
how dare you, Detective Diaz? I am your superior officer! Oh, my God. Still maybe the funniest moment in TV history for me. I don't know if I've ever laughed harder. But, yeah. Holt's my favorite.
Right, the comedy just hits so hard, and it's just it's easy to binge. It's easy to just watch one after the other, and I don't feel like a lot of time's passing either. So it's just something really good to take your mind off and just enjoy being in the environment with these characters. Mike, are you a 9-9 fan?
I've seen the first couple episodes, but never actually got to check out the rest because I kept missing it when it was premiering, and then I haven't been able to go back to rewatch it. But I liked what I saw.
Agree with this. I love that performance. And Bone? It's so good. Sean, great answer, hon. Thank you for coming on. And hi, Milo.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
Thank
Sean.
you. Bye, darling. Spence, come on and give us your answer. We're somewhat wrapping up soon, but I would really like to see what Spence has to say, if they can get it in. Oh, here we yeah, I clicked it too. Vindication! Like, Captain Holt has so many good lines. Derek! Like, I know you don't get any of this, Mike. But we will watch it. We'll watch it. At the moment, we've been watching Veep, so that's another one of those comfort ones for me, where like I can put that on and just laugh and enjoy the characters, but in a slightly different way than a warm, cozy 9-9. Like Veep's the opposite, where everyone's horrible to each other. My other one, was going to be Gilmore Girls, very much for, as I sort of said, the setting, and then I guess comedy series that have been with me for a really long time is things like Friends. Watching that on VHS, watching that to DVD, and still on streaming now. That's another one. If I'm not sleeping, like I can throw on any episode of that at any time. And what I really like about Friends is that there's definitely a big generation of people where you can say those quotes in everyday life and they know what you're picking up. So I can throw quotes at you, I throw quotes at my cousin, some of my co-workers, like you can communicate in those quotes. So that's a comfort in the sense that it's a bit of a binding thread, and obviously it's been a comfort to a lot of people. Yes, the Halloween Heist episodes, absolutely. And then The Simpsons as well, especially those seasons 3 to 10. Alad freaks me out. We'll be watching like those classic episodes, and he's saying not the jokes, he's saying the dialogue in between the jokes, and like that's messed up. Like that's even too much for me. But definitely those peak 90s episodes of The Simpsons, that's another one where I can just watch that over and over and over again, and it just never ever gets tired for me. So that's that comfort of putting on something I know I'm just going to really enjoy and it's just going to take me out of whatever's on. Or I put in the post is like background noise. Like if I'm doing something and I just need something to decide and that's just comforting and peaceful, I can throw that on, that sort of thing. Was hoping to see Spence, was hoping to see something pop up or in the chat, but if not, we're sort of a little bit wrapping up. Mike, is there anything that you would like to bring up before we head off?
TV show wise, Friends, Oz, and It's Always Sunny are the three that I go back to every time.
When you said it's me and I need to bring it up, and before you said the Burbs, I really honestly thought you were going to say Oz, and that freaks me out, Mike. That freaks me out. What does that say?
You know me way too well at this point.
Thank you to everyone that jumped on tonight. We had some amazing answers. We love hanging out with you on a Friday night, and you guys give us your time and your answers. Thank you for being in the chat as well. Keep throwing your answers up in there. I love just a bit of back and forth and the jokes and the banter that we get. This was a really nice, cozy, peaceful, lovely episode tonight. I had a lovely time. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I can do all the... Sorry, that didn't post that comment. That is what I'm doing just there. I'm not just randomly dancing. But Max elbow dancing never fails to crack me up, really. Mike, take us out.
Hey, bye everybody.
And we're clear.